Good morning, class of 2020, parents, faculty, and students. I first want to say congratulations to the class of 2020, especially under these unforeseen circumstances. I know things look a little different. I know I picture myself in my blue cap and gown, smiling from ear to ear as pop and circumstance begin to play. Me and the people I spent the last 4 years with lined up in alphabetical order, walking down the aisle to our seats as our parents yell our name in excitement. Instead, most of us are in our regular clothes since it didn't feel right to put on a cap and gown, sitting in front of our computer screen, waiting to see our name pop up that signifies that we've officially graduated. What was supposed to be the happiest day of our lives turned out not to be so joyous. I know most of us felt the world come crashing down on March 23rd when Virginia Governor Ralph Northam announced that the school year would be cut short and that our 2-week vacation was actually a permanent thing. I know I'm not alone when I say the tears didn't stop rolling for 2 hours straight. I, along with the rest of 2020, felt cheated. Whether in high school or college, I know everyone had felt like their hard works for nothing. The long nights, stressful days, and early mornings, and even dealing with teachers and professors was for nothing. And we all had the same question: why now? It took a lot of realization for me to get in the mindset to deliver this speech to you today. I kept questioning whether or not I was really ready to sit down and think about what my life could have been if COVID never existed. Whether it be something small like a part-time job I was working or a major life decision like college. Growing up, I struggled mentally and emotionally. I was constantly worrying about why things were happening to me, and I never really got an answer why. And trust me, with COVID coming, I questioned why a lot. But in order to live my life, I really wanted to, I had to change my mindset. I had to stop looking at these obstacles and challenges and instead look at them as lessons. I'm here today to offer you the 3 pieces of advice that I now revolve my life around. My first piece of advice is that there simply is no life without struggle. I'm going to say it one more time so I know you really hear me. There simply is no life without struggle. Class of 2020, you must change your mindset. Stop seeing the hard things in life as a problem. You have to stop questioning why things are happening to you and instead ask yourself, what is this supposed to teach you? What life lesson are you gaining from this bump in the road? I'm pretty sure if we could all plan our lives down to the second, we would, because it would make things so much easier. But my point is that life isn't about being easy. It's about what you learn. You don't remember those days where you woke up and easily jumped out of bed full of excitement and energy. You remember the days where you woke up to the sound of your alarm blaring in your ear after only getting 2 hours of sleep. Those days of struggle taught you. Ladies and gentlemen, change is a constant thing, causing life to be full of the unexpected. Just be ready to get past those obstacles. My second piece of advice will be to keep pushing for success in life. No one in this world should define who you are as a person, so never let anyone or anything stop you from your goals. It was plenty of times where I wanted to give up, and there's even been a few times where I did give up. I had decided that I wasn't going to keep trying. I had lost myself in who I was as a person. I fell down and didn't feel the motivation to get back up. However, class of 2020, I found my motivation. I knew who I wanted to be, where I wanted to be, and how I wanted to get there. Ladies and gentlemen, you must give yourself something to believe in, some sort of motivation. I suggest some self-motivation too, because no one is going to push you harder than you push yourself. Go out there and take risks. Celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how big or small. Give yourself the credit where you deserve it, because that's what's going to drive you to keep going. My final piece of advice is to never feel failure. Failure teaches you, shows you where you messed up, so you won't make the same mistake twice. Grey's Anatomy taught me that fear simply means that you have something to lose. You don't get to pass every test, get every job, impress every person. Failure isn't the end of the world. Instead of trying to avoid it, embrace it, learn from it, and keep pushing forward. So, class of 2020, keep going. You can keep asking God or your parents or yourself or whoever why things are happening to you, but instead of waiting for an answer, realize that the why is teaching you something, preparing you for something. Never let an obstacle stop you. Instead, face and deal with the temporary change. Embrace your failures. Don't let any one thing define who you are and what you want to be. And if I could offer you one more piece of advice, it would be to never put anyone's happiness before your own. Life is way too short to be pleasing everyone. What people say, what people think, it really doesn't matter. As long as you are happy and content with your life, keep going without looking back. The only time you should look back is to see how far you've come. And trust me, speaking from experience, this journey has been a long one. Remember that COVID is just a temporary change. Face it, deal with it, and keep pushing forward. I leave you today with words of Chadwick Boseman, one of the greatest inspirations to our generation. He said, "Whatever you choose for a career path, remember the struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for your purpose. As you commence to your paths, press on with pride and press on with purpose." Class of 2020, we've made it this far. It is only right that we keep going. Thank you and congratulations.